Hi guys, how are you? I'm just checking in to see how you're doing. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and it feels like hump week actually. Ever since that news on Sunday about Kobe Bryant, I've been trying, and those other 9 persons, no, not 9 persons in total who lost their lives. Kobe, his daughter, and the other 7 friends who lost their life. I've been trying to bounce back from the bad news, and it's not like I knew him personally, but he's been in our living room for years, and we all are inspired by his work and how much he has done for the basketball community, and just that bond with his daughter, his family, being a mom to 1 daughter as well. And my husband Roger, he's really a daddy's a girl's dad too. So it's been hard on my household, and I'm checking, in my community to see how is everybody doing. But more so, today is hump day 1, and today is also Bell Let's Talk Day, where they try to the whole goal is to raise awareness in the mental health community, people who are struggling with mental health issues, depression. It's a whole spectrum of things that people struggle with. And of course, I want to bring it back home to my community, which is infertility. That's what I talk about. I'm a fertility coach or infertility coach, and that's my expertise. I talk about my journey with infertility and how difficult it was when I was going through it to share with even people who were very, very close to me, my family, my friends. And so I have that firsthand experience with infertility. But I know today people are struggling with a myriad of other diseases that there's a whole stigma attached to it. And stigma, taboo, shame, guilt, blame, just suffering in silence. And today is one of that day that maybe you are still wondering if you should say anything, that you're struggling. I know it's hard. It was hard for me to talk about my journey with miscarriages and pregnancy loss and being diagnosed with unexplained infertility, because I felt so my self-esteem had shot to the lowest of low. I felt so undeserving. I felt so ashamed. I felt so I know the stigma attached to it, and so I didn't want to talk about it for anybody to assign that stigma to me, right? But let today be the day. I'm just trying to encourage you that even though today is a day where we're feeling low in our spirit, low in our souls, low with different kinds of bad news and experiences, I'm encouraging you today, because it's Bell Let's Talk Day. A lot of people are talking because today is one of those days when people are more in tune to support each other, right? Like if you share your story today, I think because the whole of Canada, right? I'm in Canada. The whole of Canada is more attuned to this Bell Let's Talk Day and the stigma attached to certain diseases, or many diseases, that people are more open to listening and supporting. So I'm trying to encourage you to get the courage. I'm encouraging you to get the courage today, if you can, to just speak up about what you're going through. I would love you to talk about your journey with infertility. If you don't want to speak if you don't want to write a blog, if you don't want to share it on social media, DM me. Find that trusted person that you feel led to share it with. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a co-worker, it could be somebody in a social group where you're at an event, wherever you find yourself in this moment and your heart is heavy, you feel a little bit confused, you feel a little bit out of sorts, you feel drained, you feel tired, you feel frustrated, you feel like giving up, you're feeling some kind of deep pain and hurt, say it to someone. Say it to someone. If you're at home and you're feeling lonely and depressed, say it to someone. Just say, get the courage to say something to someone today, right? And it could be the first step in your journey to just releasing yourself, having that sense of freedom that you're no longer suffering in silence or suffering alone, because you don't have to do it alone. I tried to do it alone and it was hard. It was hard. And my freedom came when I started to share with other women that I was having all of these miscarriages. I couldn't get pregnant. I was ultimately diagnosed with unexplained infertility. I don't know what the heck was. I was all over Google trying to find answers, and I was more confused than made clear, because there I didn't tap into the forums that I should. I didn't go to the right resources. I was all over the place. I was doing it alone and it was hard. So don't do it alone today. Find somebody to talk to. I know social media it has its own challenges where sometimes we tend to be on it way too much, too long, and we're looking at everybody, looking at their perfect life in our perceptions, in our minds, what we see, their perfect life, and wondering, why can't we have that? Now, there's no such thing as perfect life, right? Everybody's going through something, but unless you open up and talk about it, then the support that you need takes way longer, or it may not even come. So share, use social media to your advantage. Look at the forums that you will find useful information on. If you're just scrolling to look at people and get further depressed, then that's not healthy. Look for forums and a community of people who are going through the same thing or who've gone through similar journeys, who can help you on your journey. Take the information that you need from those forums, from those persons, to help your unique situation. And I'd say, if you're gonna go Google, try Mr. Google, because there's support there as well, but you can also get overwhelmed by the information there. So look at forums. That's also gonna help you, and people, coaches that can help you. Two such sites is Fertility Matters Canada. They helped me when I was on my journey, because they have a lot of resources there. They have a lot of support groups as well in different regions of Canada. But the resources that are there are so useful. They're like real life people sharing their 1 in 6 stories about going through some kind of infertility, whether pregnancy loss, miscarriages, POCUS, PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, different experiences and different challenges that they've gone through that can help you. It may relate exactly to your situation, but there are also so many success stories there that you can take from. And there's also Resolve. They are in the US, but it's another organization that I follow because of the resources that are there. But also seek medical advice. Get counseling if you need to. Tap into counseling. Seek medical advice. Never take your health and your wellness for granted. If you're struggling today, among any other day you're struggling, but more so today, and you need somebody to talk to, today is the day where you can decide to just take one step forward into sharing your story with someone, whether it's a support group, a forum, a medical professional, a counselor. Just talk about it. Just get the courage today to talk about it. Be bold in your journey. And one more thing I want to say is around social groups. You may be in a social group where you felt like you belong, and everybody in that group is also announcing that they're pregnant, and you're feeling so isolated, so depressed. But isolation is what you're feeling, because you're like, here we go again. I thought I belonged here, and everybody's announcing that they're pregnant, and nobody understands what I'm going through. And it could be because you're in that social group, but you still haven't. Why are you there? Are you there for the right reason? Are you there to get the support that you need? Do you feel it's the right circle, the right social group, that if you are going through infertility or something and you're finding it hard, difficult to share, then you may also need to look at your circles and your social group, and just to make sure that you're a part of the right groups that are the reason you're there is to get support if you ever need it. So I think I kind of got confused there, mixed up, but I'm just saying, look at your circles as well and make sure you're a part of the right groups, where you know that even if something is going on in the group with others and you share in the group, you don't feel that level of isolation, right? You should feel more supported and connected to be a part of it. So I'm here, you know, if you ever need to talk, send me a DM, book a call, something. Just take some kind of action, but I'm always here to listen to you and to help you on your journey, wherever you're at. But your health and wellness is key, so make sure you are living healthy, you're living well, you're taking care of not just you're getting lost in the medical world of treatment, but also make sure that your emotional and mental health comes first. I see you, I honor you, I love you. Mwah.